What's up, and welcome to my new channel, Nerd Things with Kenny. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do this channel for a while. I've wanted to make a channel where I just talk about nerdy things, pop culture related, comic book stuff, mainly comic book movies and TV shows. But that's really what this channel is all going to be about. And I have just decided to pull the trigger on it. Today was the day that I wanted to finally start making videos. I actually just watched Suicide Squad The Suicide Squad. I just watched The Suicide Squad on HBO, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. And I figured I would make a little rant review about it and just kind of talk about some of the things that I think worked, as well as some of the things that I think didn't work. And to start things off, I want to say the opening scene was fucking phenomenal. Excuse my language. Was super good. I'm glad that they did it. They opened it the way that they did. I really, I gotta say, I kind of expected it, which was, that's good though. I'm glad that they went with the route that, we all expected. The next thing I want to get to is Polka Dot Man actually stole the show. So he was probably the best part. I really liked his arc. I really liked how just goofy and like outlandish they made him. I really enjoyed the actor who played him. So I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's really good. I like him a lot on most of the stuff that he's in, and he did really well. I think that he stole the show. And yeah, before we get any deeper into this, I just want to say spoiler warning, spoiler for anyone who is watching this or listening to this. There will be spoilers involved with this because I'm going to get into the details. The next thing I want to get into is King Shark, or Nanu as they called him. I believe it was Nanu. Was fucking adorable, man. He was so cool. He was like, being voiced by Sylvester Stallone was really cool. And then just how, he was so gruesome, but he was so sweet and just so nice. I really liked him. I thought he did really well. Harley Quinn was tolerable. Now, if you don't know me, I'm not the biggest fan of Harley Quinn. I don't think that Margot Robbie has been doing the best. I mean, I don't know. I think she's good, but I just haven't been the biggest fan. I think that she was pretty good in this movie, though. She was very tolerable compared to the last performances that I saw her. I'll be honest, I didn't actually watch the Birds of Prey movie, but I did see her in Suicide Squad, and I didn't think she was good in Suicide Squad, but she was a lot better in this one. And I think it was a lot of fun. I think she did really well, and I'm glad that she wasn't in the movie a lot, but she was in it enough to make sense. Now, when you compare this movie to the original Suicide Squad movie, this movie was awesome. It was really, really good, very well put together. James Gunn is a phenomenal director. But on its own, it does have some flaws. I don't think it was perfect. And I do kind of want to talk a little bit about the flaws and things that I didn't like about the movie. First things first, I felt like the pacing was a little weird. At times it was very quick, very fast paced, and then it would just kind of abruptly halt at parts, and it felt kind of weird in my opinion. I feel like they could have done a little better in the pacing department. The next thing I want to get to is I feel like the Thinker was extremely underutilized. The Thinker is one of the smartest characters in DC Comics, and he should, in my opinion, feel like the smartest person in the room in every room that he's in. And I feel like they kind of dumbed him down just for the sake of having him in the movie. It felt like he was just kind of there to be there. I don't feel like he was actually utilized in a good way. I don't think that he should have been in the movie at all. If that was how they were going to treat him personally, I feel like he could have. I feel like the movie would have benefited to just have the Thinker be some random scientist rather than the Thinker, the character. But you win, and you can't always win them all, so no worries. I'm not mad about it. But the next thing we're gonna get to is I felt like Peacemaker didn't get a proper story in exchange for a twist, which was a little disappointing. I feel like it was a decent twist. I feel like, he's the Peacemaker, and he's got to make peace by essentially by any means necessary. And I feel like they did good there. However, I feel like he didn't really get much of a backstory while the other characters did. And now whether or not they're going to give him more backstory in another movie or another TV series or something like that, that's neither here nor there. The point is, he didn't really get a whole lot of backstory in this movie because of the fact that he was going to be, you know, the guy that turns on the team at the end of the movie. And I gotta say, I was not terribly fond of that. I didn't really like the idea. I did, you know, like that he turned on the team for that. I just feel like it could have been better set up. I feel like there could have been more to it, and just, you know, given off of this first watch that I watched about 15 minutes ago, I can't tell you that I really enjoyed it. I feel like it could have been a little better. And then the last thing that I'm going to jump to, the last point that I want to make, the last thing I didn't like in this video or in the movie was I felt like Starro was a bit unnecessary. It just felt like he was there to have a giant battle between the, you know, just some CGI monster and our team. I feel like the movie would have been much better had they just made the Peacemaker be the villain of the movie, but, you know, they didn't, so I'm not going to complain. I feel like he was a bit unnecessary, but they did do well at wrapping it all up. I felt like it was kind of a ridiculous story, but it needed a ridiculous ending, and that's kind of what we got. So overall, I'm not mad about it. I would say I'd give the movie about a 6 out of 10. I would recommend it at least once, but I don't know if I'd watch it again necessarily. That is pretty much all I've got. So thanks so much for hanging out with me as I reviewed and ranted about the Suicide Squad movie. It's been a pleasure. I'm really excited to start posting on this channel, so come back. I don't know exactly how soon I'll be posting again, but I will be posting pretty regularly on this channel about different pop culture things, TV shows, movies, whatever I come up with, whatever I want. This is Nerd Things with Kenny. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm out of here. Peace.